There is this video going around online, a little animal walking upright in the water, with its short legs kinda half squatting, looking all sneaky and glancing around like a floating kiwi fruit. The next scene is in front of a semi-transparent tank. The little guy spots the water and strolls forward. No rush, maybe putting on a half squat show right there. It is called a capybara. That half-dead vibe always makes people feel so calm and chill. Even if some human overlord sees it stacking up like a game on top, the old dude doesn't flinch. Is its temper really that good? Here is one that's even wilder. They say crocs are natural enemies. Sorry, but even with a natural enemy, old buddy, I have got to conquer it with pure calm. This is what you call punishing evil and spreading good. So why does everyone love capybaras? Today, let's dive into this story. Before we dive into today's exploration, if you are enjoying the content and want to join our community of curious minds, I'd be so grateful if you hit that subscribe button. It truly helps support the channel and keeps us connected. And for even more fun, turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new adventure. Thanks a bunch. Alright, let's explore even more. Legend stated that capybaras were saved by hot springs. If you hop online, you will probably get hooked first by all these bathing clips. Like this photo, haven't a bunch of people used it as their profile pic? Stare at a capybara for a second, and whoosh, all your worries vanish. A lot of these capybara hot spring videos are from Japan. Then we all assume capybaras are from Japan, but nope, their real home is South America, places like Venezuela and Brazil. Back in the day, a ton of Japanese people trekked to Brazil. They spotted capybaras, and just like with bullfrogs and crayfish in China, they ended up as the ultimate king of late-night snacks. Capybaras got spooked because Japanese biologists took a real interest in them too. These animals are docile, easy to raise, handles food, clothes, shelter, and travel, plus it yields a lot of meat. One Japanese researcher recalled that Japan's first capybara was brought in together by Japan's Research Institute of Evolutionary Biology and Venezuela University of Simon Bolivar. Not long after they focused on importing them. The early goal was to promote them as livestock, but the experts might have underestimated things. Raising capybaras as farm animals. It is like what so many capybara fans ask today. Can I keep one as a pet? It seems straightforward, but capybaras are super evolved. You could say they have developed mind control powers. They are tough to raise. More on that story later, but bottom line, it is not easy to keep a capybara. Japanese experts plugged away for over 20 years, and it wasn't until the 1960s that the capybara livestock plan saw real progress. In other words, it looked like capybaras were headed straight for the pot, just like those bullfrogs and crayfish. But right around, then the researcher went on. In 1965, Tokushima Zoo in Japan randomly put on a capybara exhibit. Total surprise. It blew up online and everyone fell for this goofy big rat. Yeah, to animal experts, capybaras are basically rats. The biggest rats around, growing to over 100 pounds. Then, turning point, Japan's Izu Cactus Zoo jumped in quickly and showed off the capybara's charm to visitors again. Biologists usually go with the Latin or Greek name Hydrocharis, but the zoo director must have been possessed or something. When introducing them, they weirdly stuck with the Brazilian Portuguese pronunciation capybara. Right? Capybara sounds so cute. How could you eat it? The experts' livestock plan got totally derailed and stalled hard. But after nearly 30 years of work, were they just gonna quit? Watch as the gates of hell swing open behind the capybaras once more. Fast forward to 1982, and the third weird twist hits. That day, a keeper at Izu Cactus Zoo was using hot water to clean the capybaras. He turns around and sees a little one had snuck its body into his hot water bucket. Keeper thinks, do capybaras dig baths too? So he grabs some colleagues, they pour more hot water and give it a shot. Whoa, the results were awesome. Especially the little one soaking with that super chill, composed look. Is this what Japanese crowds love? The keepers all agreed this hot spring act would draw folks in. And just like that, Capybara Hot Springs debuted at Izu Cactus Zoo. In 1982, it exploded. Japan went through a capybara rush, That calm aura is infectious. So those experts who had spent 50 years on capybaras, they probably cried in the bathroom. From then on, capybaras became hot spring buddies, spreading their calm vibes to more people. But are they actually good with hot springs? Rumors say it is a shady zoo trick to pull in tourists. South America has no hot springs, and the heat plus sulfur could hurt them. Is that true? Finally, Japanese biologists stepped up properly. They dove into this topic super seriously, even funnier, and got an article in Nature magazine. The experiment ran in winter 2020. Since capybara are used to tropical South American life, they get dry skin in Japan's cold. Experts picked 9 capybaras ages 2 to 12, 4 males, 5 females. Each got baseline skin stats including moisture, melanin. They soaked daily, at least 30 minutes, for 21 days checking skin changes. Day 7, not great, skin still dry, no shine. But by day 21, magic skin looked rosy and glossy, fur softer. Data showed skin moisture up nearly 200% from day 14. Blood flow like summer. Everything screamed improvement from the hot springs. They loved it. Fun part, scientists made a capybara comfort chart. As shown, warmer water, eyes more closed. Ears back further means happier. Beyond hot spring memes, another viral type is clips and pics of animals glomming onto capybaras. Capybaras riding on turtle, kittens cuddling capybaras. Why do little animals love them? A netizen explained, if an animal's poop tastes great, might humans get some crazy ideas? He said he was freaked out till a keeper told him capybara poop is tasty and nutritious. Animals dig it. Around 15% crude protein, just a bit under beef. To animals, it is a free walking convenience store like a candy truck that drops treats when it jostles. Even carnivores like it. Jaguars supposedly eat capybaras or their poop. That's why they are popular, let's call it a joke. Because this convenience store thing isn't capybaras only, lots of big herbivores are mobile treat trucks tied to digestion. For example, hamburgers from sperm whales, civet poop coffee, they are candy trucks too. From rat ancestors, feigned death trick, sacrifice to dodge predators. Netizens say in order to bliss them out, scratch the butt non-stop to flip the feign death switch. They do cat or dog cute stuff, but they have no tail. So ears do the talking, but to a hungry jaguar, different faces, dive into water. Give a duck-like calm stare. That's the capybara life. Good guy image is smart scaling. Cute for friends, tough on foes, explains the surface but not the deep stuff. Why does their cuteness infect everything? They are social like elephants. They live in big groups only. Born into cozy societies, that's a breeding hurdle. Wild small groups have 30 to 50. Big groups have 100 to 200. Can't raise just 1 or 2. They would get lonely, like no socials or internet. Trapped in a dark room, even with great food or housing, they would suffer from depression. Humans are social too. Ancient human groups were small. We should got that isolation vibe. We just forget our luck. Seeing capybaras is like a mirror, drawn to that vibe. Some say lonely baby capybaras even group with themselves. Well, group theory explains the appeal realistically, but staring at their half-dead state, there is this unspoken feeling. What is it? Nature's masterpiece. Who says no magic? Capybaras evolved mind powers. Smell is direct linked to consciousness. Unlike other senses, which get brain processed first. So, dissecting capybaras, they have massive vomeronasal organ visible as a gray patch on the nose bridge. For capybaras, its vomeronasal organ strengthens after birth, unlike our quick fade or like cats or dogs staying steady. But with this future sniffing sense, did they evolve a power-matching mind control? I once heard a professor said, if nuclear war wipes humans out, rats rule next. If Darwin's right, rats are the evolution king on this blue planet. Like underground naked mole rats, they degenerated everything possible. No pain in skin, low oxygen consumption, able to survive 5 hours in a vacuum environment. Underground, no need for eyes or vision in the dark. They use smell for breeding, sensing wild, right? They evolved eusociality like ants and bees. One queen, a few male consorts, and the rest are sterile workers. Workers labor for the queen. She controls them with mind tech. Yeah, mind control exists in biology. Like ant queens commanding the colony. Ants are just obedient cells. No questions. In ants, it makes them ditch reproduction from birth via food allocation and pheromones. But a mammal like rats evolving ant-like society. How? Studies show naked mole rat queens use her own excretions and secretions. She secretes psychedelic drug to control each rat. Insane. Even crazier, 93% genetic match to humans. But as rats, do capybaras have mind control too? Naked mole rats use poop and secretions for control. Does the capybara do the same with nearby animals? So far, nothing solid. Anyway, we are humans. Capybaras are still in our grasp, so let's keep enjoying their chill and cute side. Every time I see this clip, I am convinced capybaras are fish. It is magical. Underwater, still that deadpan face, gliding slow, hooves like fins, strolling in water. Some say they are born for water. If you try to touch one, their fur is not fluffy cat-like, more like coarse, lush girl's hair. Actually, like human hair, they are built for swimming. Another question is why do they have no tail? Same reason as us. To walk upright, tail's gotta go. Let's see the tailbone comparison. From left to right are human, capybara, and monkey. Human stands straightest. Tailbone most degenerated, capybara second. Monkey's tail blocks hips, so they're grounded forever. Upright walking means ditching the tail. How'd humans do it? Maybe like capybaras back then. They were living on mudflats, using buoyancy to learn standing. Capybaras seem fish-like. Their webbed feet evolving toward that. If you see one side lying in water for hours, worried it drowned. Experienced keepers says relax. The next second, it stands, blows nose bubbles. That is capybaras looking like fish. In the past couple years, alongside capybaras blowing up, there is MBTI personality tests. An old psychological tool sorting people into like ISTJ, INTP 16 types. Not perfect, but Myers tests beats Zodiac, with capybara's half-dead state. Lots of young folks say they are the 17th type, capybara. Like in the video, pelican bites, humans stack oranges on them, whatever. Capybaras stay steady emotions, unfazed. Facing chaos, stay blunt. Live in the now, no inner drama, just a refreshing bath chill. That's love and peace. Now, social profiles are full of capybara avatars. Bags hang capybara charms. Rooms with capybara plushies. Chats use capybara emojis. Chasing capybara vibes comfort for tired souls, sigh at life's pressures. At the video's very end, let a chill capybara bless you all good.